Hello dear students, how are you? Today we're going to study lesson 2 of unit 16 in your new Hello book. Actually, it's the grammar lesson. It's about the past perfect tense. And as usual, whenever we study a tense, we should consider some certain points. The usage of this tense, when and why do we use it? The structure of the tense, how the sentence is formed, and of course the time expressions or keywords that refer to this tense. Now for the usage of this tense, I want you to remember this very well. The past perfect is the first action of two past actions. So it's all about the order of the actions. We have two actions that happened in the past. The first one is expressed by the structure of the past perfect, and of course the other one is the past simple. So we use the past perfect to express the first action of two past actions. We also use it to describe cause and effect, of course in the past form because we are talking in the past. Now, cause means the reason and effect is the result that is based on that reason. Now, what comes first? The reason or the result? Of course, it's the reason. So, if, for example, if you are going to use because to express cause and effect, because is followed by the reason, so the sentence which comes after because will be in the past perfect form and the other one will be the past simple. Now for the structure, we will start with the subject as usual, then comes the auxiliary verb, which is the verb to have. As with all perfect tenses, we use the verb to have as a helper or an auxiliary verb, and then comes the verb. Now the subject is always a noun or a subject pronoun like I, he, she, it, we, they, you, and the verb to have in the past, of course, it's had, and then comes the past participle of the verb as we always do after the verb to have. Now for the negative form, we just add not after had. It becomes hadn't or had not. For the time expressions or keywords, after, before, when, by the time, or any other conjunction or linker that links between two actions in the past. Now we will put more focus on before and after because they are the most common linkers that used with this tense. We use before to connect between two actions in the past. Before is followed by the second action. So of course, the past simple would be with before, which is formed with subject and verb in the past form, verb to. So there will be like a link with before and the past simple as one unit. So the other clause or the other part is the past perfect, which is formed by the subject, had, and the past participle, as we said. Now look at this example. I had finished my homework before I went to the mall. So first, I did the homework, then I went to the mall. So what happened first is expressed by the form of the past perfect. Now we can also start with before, but we have to move or before clause to the other part at the beginning, like this. Before I went to the mall, I had finished my homework. Please be careful about the punctuation, because in that case you should use the capital letter at the beginning, and also you should separate the two clauses with a comma. Now going to after. After is the opposite meaning of before, so also the order of the tenses will be completely the opposite. So what will have a link with after will be the past perfect, and of course the other part will be the past simple. I will use the same example to make it clear and to make it easier for you to differ between before and after. So it will be I went to the mall after I had finished my homework. And as we did with before, we can start with after with the same procedures. Move all these parts together. After I had finished my homework, I went to the mall. Now we have finished. We are going to move to the exercise in your book. Okay, now please stop the video, try to answer the questions, and then resume watching to check the answers together. Okay, now we'll check the answers together. The first one is already done, but I will also read it. Now, complete the sentences with the past perfect or the past simple of the verb in brackets. So we are going to use the past perfect and the past simple, but we should consider the order of these verbs and where to put each one, of course. Now, number one, the lesson had already started when he arrived in the classroom. So it means that the lesson started, then he came or he arrived to the classroom. Number two, Reem be upset because her friend not phone her. Now we can find because here, so it's followed by the reason which happened first. So the other part would be the past simple. The past simple of be is was or were, and since Reem is singular, then we will use, of course, was. It will be Reem was upset because her friend hadn't phoned her, because there's not here. Now, number three, nobody know about the site because everyone forget about it. It's because again, so the same steps. It will be nobody knew about the site because everyone had forgotten about it. Number four, after we visit the museum, we decide to have lunch. Here is after, so after is followed by the past perfect. It will be after we had visited the museum, we decided to have lunch. Number five, Farida enjoyed visiting Sohag because she never been there before. It's because again, so the same procedures. Farida enjoyed visiting Sohag because she had never been there before. Okay, now we have finished. Thank you for paying attention, but please don't forget to answer the homework in your student book, page 40, exercise 2, and send me the answers to mark it for you. Thank you so much.